Restaurants are in the business of accommodating customers, but it's important to not overstay your welcome at closing time. If you pay just a bit of attention, you'll notice the staff giving you lots of cues to let you know you don't have to go home, but you can't stay there. The Takeout spoke with Frankie Weinberg, author, professor of management at Loyola University, and co-owner of Pomelo and Good Catch restaurants in New Orleans to get some insight. He says, if the team is cleaning up around you, yes, that does often softly signal that closing time is near. Soft cues such as lights coming up, music shutting down, sweeping happening at tables in other sections, and check drops without being asked all signal that a restaurant is closing. If you notice that most of the staff is wiping down tables, restocking wine, polishing glasses, rolling silverware, stacking chairs, or performing other side work, that's a clue that you should ask for the check. Keep in mind that the crew isn't doing this to be rude. Frankie says it's a bit more nuanced than what some might perceive as passive-aggressive behaviour. Restaurant staff work long shifts, often double shifts, and beginning non-intrusive cleaning steps as closing time nears allows staff to finish at a humane hour. After the last guests leave, servers, bartenders, bussers, and cooks often work for another hour or so, doing tasks like prep and cleanup that they can't finish when customers are around. Unpredictable workflows, long shifts, and late hours are the norm at restaurants, so customers shouldn't take advantage. A little courtesy and understanding go a long way. Frankie explains, when guests linger far past the last call, the cost to staff can be meaningful. Missed buses, late childcare pickups resulting in less precious time with family, and a higher cost and exhaustion that is likely to carry into the next day. On the other hand, front of house staff shouldn't make guests feel unwelcome, even while closing. Frankie says, restaurants often train their staff to offer these cues somewhat subtly. Flicking on bright lights or playing obnoxiously loud music isn't cool, no matter what time it is. Frankie adds, it's typically okay to stay longer than posted hours if you had the last seating, you were served your food at a late hour shortly before closing, and you're taking a reasonable time to complete your meal. This is especially true if you have reservations because the staff has time to plan accordingly, Frankie says. The best practice is to understand the restaurant's hours before you arrive and to make arrangements that allow you to stick within those posted hours. But is it okay to walk into a restaurant right before closing, like when there's still a crowd on a Saturday night? According to Frankie, that's a judgment call. He says, of course, it's also okay at times that the restaurant staff invite you to do so, although this should never be considered a go-to strategy. Front of house staff tend to err toward the side of seeming hospitable, even to their own detriment. Restaurants take pride in giving their guests an outstanding experience. Still, patrons need to mind their manners and respect employees' time and effort. A generous tip is a great way to show your gratitude for good service, especially at an inconvenient hour.